What is happening? Y'all, it's your boy Cowboy. Welcome to the special drunk birthday edition of Use It and Lose It. I just wrapped up dinner and bottles of wine. You know, didn't have an episode for tomorrow, and I was like, oh, people are gonna be upset if I don't do an episode. I gotta do an episode. So, hang on, I need a button. Okay, I got my button. I was like, I gotta do this episode. Yeah, so here we are. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. You know, every now and again, it's kind of rare these days. I don't really get to just like go hog wild and drink and do stuff. It's nice. Had a delicious like 12-ounce ribeye, medium rare. Had a lobster tail with it, and then 3 bottles of wine with some friends. It was a pretty good birthday. Pretty good birthday. I know if you're like in your 20s, you're like, that sounds really vanilla. But at 35, that's a peak birthday right there. It's very nice. Is it? That's it. Anyway, we're gonna play some Elden Ring. Probably just gonna like rant about shit while I play. Because why not? Why? There's no reason. And I don't know. This is good. I'm gonna get through this. I'm not sure where I want to go when I'm done the pyromancer. I might dip back to sorcery. I feel like saving faith for like the end. I don't know, you know, because like to me, faith is just that's how you beat the game. Faith. That's what brings you hope. Feels weird to like use it all up now. It's like a Game of Thrones episode. Y'all see that new Game of Thrones show? I finally was like, alright, I'm gonna watch it. Not bad. It's weird, you know? Because, like, I mean, I remember when Game of Thrones first came on the air. I was like, alright, let's see. Some of the people that I knew, they were like, oh my god, you have no idea what you're getting into. It's gonna be so good. And then, like, the finale obviously sucked. So I was very hesitant about the new series, but it wasn't bad. It's definitely like really dark. I don't know, maybe I'm just old and I can't see, but like I couldn't see like anything. Like the start of the episode, like the Night's Watch and all that shit. I'm like, it is hard to see. I cannot. Like, it's dark. I know they're like cutting off dicks, but like I don't know. Besides that, what else is happening? It was all right. I mean, most of this last couple months, I just been watching some anime. And there's some really good summer anime. I think Call of the Night has been really good. Very different. It's about this like some kid in high school and he just starts hating school, stops going, and it's like, screw it, I'm gonna stay up all night, and then runs into a vampire, and it's just like the shenanigans they get into. So pretty different from what we usually get, but in particular, it shows some banging music. Stop that. If it wasn't for the fact that I would get copyright claimed in like half a second, I would go back and edit some of it into this video because it is good music. Really good. But the Call of the Night, both the ending and opening song are great, believe it or not. So that's fun. Besides that, honestly, I think the new season of Overlord. Is this the boss already? This is fast. So if y'all have never heard of Overlord, Overlord is an isekai. For those that don't know what isekais are, it's a genre of anime. The basis behind an isekai is a person from the normal world, the world we live in. You got fucked up. Transported into a fantasy world. Sometimes it's sci-fi, sometimes it's most of the time it's fantasy. I think, you know, Elden Ring and less murder. So anyway, Overlord follows the tried and true method of transported into an MMO. You know, the MMO server shut down. Dude somehow gets transported to that world. It plays I don't want to say bad guy, but basically bad guy named Mo. He's like a skeleton lich type guy. And even after the game gets shut down, is stuck in this world. Damn, that could suck. He's stuck in the world, and like everything his guild built is still there. So he's literally like this super high tier arc lich, has a whole ass labyrinth catacomb type deal to run, all sorts of minions that are still left behind. But it's like, I don't know, it's funny yet political at times, and I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to describe, but like, I love Overlord. It's so good. Can't wait for the That's been pretty good. That's season 4 though. Let's see, what other new shows have been really good this season? I've been watching besides Call of the Night, there's a couple like summoner isekais that haven't been too bad. I don't want to go down back on this. What is the one? Vermeil and Gold is about some like kid in magic school, but he summons some big old titty succubus demon. If you like animes with big old titties, this is the one for you. Everyone loves a big old pair of titties, and this is just like, big titties. I like more than just big titties in anime. I mean, everyone appreciates a good rack, right? Everyone. But yeah, you know, some good stuff. Got the Game of Thrones, the anime, and whatnot. And, these days, I mean, with like the baby and the channel and whatnot, I don't get a lot of time. So usually, what I'll do is like before I go to bed, I'll watch like an episode, maybe 2, if I have time. So like, you know, I budget like 30 minutes to an hour. That's like my bedtime. Like, caught up on all my stuff. It's been fun. Besides that, so yeah, channels, you know, it's weird, you know, because right now we're in the summer. Summer's the slow season, so it's like, you know, looking at analytics and whatnot, I'm like, oh man, the channel's on a downturn right now. Things are really slow. It's not good, but like it's literally every August. And I think I will say, even though I've had it happen numerous times, I think this summer is hitting especially hard just because we're coming straight off Elden Ring. And, you know, obviously Elden Ring was huge. By far, like, absolutely dominated analytics on my channel. Like, highest viewed videos I've ever had. Instantly climbed its way into, like, top viewed, most time viewed, most monetization made. Like it just blew everything else out of the water. So I'm still coming down off that high, and it's different, you know. Like I'm at a good spot still. Obviously, I'm not like let me be clear. By no means am I like gonna be like, yeah, sorry guys, I'm done making content. But like, it's just crazy to see because like I'm still very much higher than I was pre-Elden Ring. But still, it was such insane heights that the channel climbed to that having it come back down, it's just kind of like, okay, back to normal. But I think it's a twofold thing, you know, because not only are we coming off of Elden Ring, but I do feel this has been a rather slow gaming year, like in general, you know. Even if we put aside the fact that Elden Ring was as big as it was. There hasn't been, I feel like there haven't been as many releases. You know, we had Sunbreak, obviously, for Monster Hunter, and I love that. That's great. But, you know, it's an expansion. And, I mean, the next big release I can really think of is going to be God of War Ragnarok. That'd be fantastic. I hope. But, you know, it's still a good ways out. It's just kind of interesting to see what you know, just there's not much to play. I mean, hence that's why we're doing a modern one. There's some good stuff coming up. We got Steel Rising. Steel Rising should be pretty good. Looks fast paced. It looks, I mean, a lot of people have said it's Souls-like, but honestly, I feel like it has kind of like a Nier Automata vibe to it. Either way, it looks fun to play it. I know I haven't started Thymasia yet. I've had people asking me non-stop about it. It's like, I'll get there, but like, ugh. The thing that hurts with Thymasia, like I talked about this, oh my god, leave me alone, I'm gonna die. I know a lot of people don't read the community posts, which if you don't, every Sunday it's a community post. It's on the community tab of the channel. I talk about what's up for episodes that week, what games are coming up, what games are going to be streaming, all that kind of stuff. I've had so many people asking about Thymasia. I addressed it. And it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm still slightly salty about it. But so, I mean, obviously I play a ton of games, and sometimes devs and publishers reach out to me, sometimes I reach out to them. It just depends on the title. And Thymasia, I hadn't heard anything from them, so I reached out. I found their community manager. I got through to their official Twitter, and they were both like, "Oh, hey, you gotta reach out to the publisher. This is their email. It's like creators at blah blah blah." I'm like, cool. I'll shoot them an email. Thank you so much. I email. Hear back. I email them a second time. Just don't hear back, and I'm like, this is weird. It's a Souls-like. I have a channel that covers Souls stuff. What's going on? Like I've talked to a couple of other people I know that play Souls games, and it's like a 50-50. They're either like, no, didn't hear anything, or like, yeah, they reached out to me like 2 weeks ago with a copy, blah blah blah, and I'm like, what's the deal here? And it's so weird because, like, you know, both Stray and Xenoblade, and for the longest time, even Sony games like The Last God of War and Spider-Man, all that, like, I never got a copy from Sony. There's a lot of games I don't get copies of, and I just buy the game and I play it because that's what I do. But I think it's the fact that, like, I talked to them and they were like, yeah, reach out to this email, and then I did, and the email just never got back to me. Like, oh, it really got under my skin, you know? It's like, I think the best way to describe it is, it's like if you were on like a dating app or something, right? And on that dating app, you met, like, you click the button, like, oh, I like this person, and they never clicked it back. You wouldn't think about it anymore. You'd be like, oh, whatever. Yeah, like, that's it. I said, like, I'm interested. They didn't respond, whatever. But, like, if you reached out to somebody on that dating app, you said, like, hey, I'm really excited, and they were like, yeah, I am too. Call me at this number, and then you called that number, and they never replied, you know, you'd be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, they said to reach out. They said this was the number, and I why are they ignoring me all of a sudden? And I think that's how it feels with Fightin. Like, I'm gonna play it. It's gonna be on the channel soon. I'm gonna stream it. But it's like, ah, man, it got under my skin in the weirdest way, because I reached out and they said, thank you for reaching out. Contact this. And I said, cool. And I contacted that, and that never replied to me. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, I feel like I'm back in my 20s and I'm asking some girl out on a date. And she's like, yeah, show up at the bar. And then I went to the bar to meet her, and she just stood me up. It like got under my skin so much. I don't know why. I think it's because of that, you know. It's the fact that I reached out. I was told, do XYZ. I did XYZ, and then nothing happened. And I'm like, well, this seems kind of fucked. But so, yeah, I will get to the game. I will get to it. It's just not exactly happy that I publish at the moment. So I'm like, why would I play your shit day one? Wait till I'm done with other stuff. But besides that, yeah, we got Steel Rising coming up. That's looking good. They actually reply to emails too, which is great. We got The Last of Us remake, which I have like mixed feelings on it. Like, on one hand, I'm not like super like, oh my god, wait, Last of Us remake. Like, it's, you know, whatever. I've played it, and obviously very familiar with the game. There's nothing about like, oh, I can't wait to play it again. You know, it's okay. It's a good game, but it's a narrative game, and I'm very much of the opinion that once you play a narrative game, you know, it's hard to go back, because once you've experienced the narrative, you know. Does my sound look right? Hang on a second. Yeah, it looks good, I guess. Alright, oh, still got the sound levels, looks high. You know, like, trying to go back to play The Witcher 3, like, given it's an action RPG, The Witcher is very story focused. Ugh. And so trying to go back to play The Witcher after you played it, it doesn't hit the same. does not hit the same at all. I kind of feel the same way about like Last of Us. And I was talking to Team Park at Washington Post on Twitter, and he was talking about Cowboy. He was like, I'm gonna put on infinite ammo and just rip through this shit. And I'm like, you know, that actually does sound like a lot of fucking fun. And I might do that. If I do play it, I might just be like, all right, we're going for infinite ammo, and we are just gonna be Super Joel and just blast our way through this shit Rambo style, just to mix it up, because, you know, it's like I've played it, I've played it, I've beat it, like I know the stuff, I know how it works. It's like I'm just doing what I did before. That's not that interesting. You know, I need something to mix it up. So that might be an entertaining way for the series, even if it deviates from the stress of it, if you will. I played it, but it was back when I used to do the like stream on Twitch and record on YouTube, stream on Twitch, record on YouTube, and you know, I did that back and forth for quite a while. And one of the games in that back and forth was Last of Us Part 1. I played the whole thing on Twitch, played it, should be cool, see what happens. I had a great time, it was fun. But I don't remember the reason why, but that VOD never got pulled over to YouTube. I think it might have been around DMCA's and it got flagged. I don't know what the case was, but it just didn't. So I went and played the sequel. People were like, you don't have the first game on your channel, right? I don't. So I feel like I should do a series of it just to have it on the channel, you know, just kind of like for posterity's sake, like, it's here, we've done it. But I'm leaning very heavily towards the like fun run, or like I have infinite ammo and shit like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. Just very different from what you usually see from Last of Us, obviously. But that might be a lot of fun to do. So we'll see what happens. I'll figure it out close to release date. Besides that, honestly, one of the biggest things I think I'm pumped for is actually a stream game. It's gonna be Grounded. We played Grounded a while ago. I mean, actually, look, I'm really curious. Top secret game pause you didn't know about. Let's see, Grounded. Let's search the channel. Grounded. It was 2021. Okay, so August 2020 was when it entered early access. So yeah, we're looking at a firm 2 years from early access to full launch, which is appropriate. I think that seems, you know, not too long, not too short. And for those that haven't seen Grounded, oh man, so much fun. It's basically Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but like with your friends. So you're shrunk in the backyard trying to survive. Really cool conception level. Lots of just like activities and shit to do. Lots of environmental stuff, biomes. It's really solid. From what I played in the early access, I feel like it has the potential to be up there with things like The Forest and Subnautica. And the co-op feature of it is obviously very, very much. Jeez, Burno Flame, I haven't touched that yet. And I feel like I'll shred this stupid thing. One hit did. That's what I wanted to see. So yeah, I'm really excited for Grounded. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. The hard thing is going to be targeting a time to play, because right now it's like everyone's getting so busy with their new jobs. Raw Voxy is looking for Discord. Ron is just finishing up college. Actually, no, I think he's going back to class, and this is like his last semester, or almost last, so he has that kicking back off. Everyone's getting busy. It's always funny. I had some jerk off the other day, and he's like, "Oh, all your friends are busy with real jobs. You're playing video games." And it's like, I still have my job at the VA. I've worked for the government for over 10 years now. And I'm down to part-time, obviously, so I only do it in the mornings. But like, I still have my day job. The channel has grown enough to where I don't need to work that full time, and I can do part time and also do the channel. So, suck my box. It's more of a what's Giant's Flame looking like? So, 33. I guess I'll try and kill him with you know what? Now, this is probably the time to pull this hammer out. Okay, big guy. Focus ever so slightly. Now. Oh, that's so cool. Jesus. This ain't going good. I'm not very good at dodging the bull. Oh, I'm probably dead here. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely dead. Okay. Not the way I thought I was going to die, but dead nonetheless. I guess I'll try fighting him with spells. I mean, I could be able to pinfall upon him. Just dodge him a bunch. God, this thing is not even letting me stand up. Wild beast. Even though I don't need the AoE here, just given how much it moves, the wider boxes. Oh no! That double hit there. I'm probably dead now. This thing is so stupid. It's such a weird boss because it's just like resistant to so much. Swap some up here. Versus 9. Can I heal, dude? Please. Man, my iframes are just shit. Look at that, this thing's hitbox is close. Dodge that. Like I dodged late there and I ended up dodging it all. Get fucked, idiot. Damn, I can't believe that's all I did. What an asshole. I'm down though. Alright, and then to the Volcano Manor we go. West? I think it's west. This looks right. So I got one more before the Volcano Manor itself. Giant's Flame? Let's all use Giant's Flame. That'll... Use Giant's Flame and that will have boost you. Yeah, Giant's Flame is it. Use that and we'll burn through all of our pyromancies. And we're not even into Gilme. Work this step back. Similar to how I'm working the other one. Very curious to see how well sleep goes tonight. 3 bottles of wine. I think that sound. Juicy. Boom. Bye, bitch. that guy down. Let me just get to the Volcano Manor first, and then we'll do a check. I'm pretty sure we have cleared everything with the exception of the not Gelmir. Volcano Manor. Oh, which I guess Volcano Manor is Gelmir. I don't know what that. Through the legs. I don't have any. There's any. Sucks. I would have liked to have some. Alright, so we did you. Did the boss there. Did that well. I didn't rest, but I remember going. That dragon doesn't count. I did. Nothing there. I think isn't there like an invasion that sometimes happens here, but I think it's conditional. I don't think that would work. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we got Volcano Manor up next. So, I'll wrap up here. I'll be sober the next time I'm here for an episode. But either way, stay tuned, and I'll catch y'all then.